Your Calla Lily did not die because you overwatered it. It died because your soil had zero cation exchange capacity. That means your soil could not hold a single nutrient ion. Every time you watered calcium, magnesium, potassium, all of it washed straight out of the pot. Your rhizome sat in wet, nutrient-empty soil. Oxygen disappeared. Anaerobic bacteria moved in. And the rot started from the inside out. You never had a watering problem. You had a soil engineering problem. And if we do not fix the cation exchange today, your next plant is already dead before you buy it. Today, we fix it permanently. A calla lily does not grow from a bulb. It grows from a rhizome, a thick, horizontal underground stem that stores all the plant's energy. It is dense. It is sensitive. And it has one fatal weakness. It cannot breathe in wet soil. Here is what happens inside a standard potting mix after you water. Fine particles packed together tightly. Water fills every air pocket. Oxygen disappears completely. Within 48 hours, the soil becomes an anaerobic environment, meaning zero oxygen. And in a zero oxygen environment, one thing thrives. Pathogenic fungi like Pythium and Phytophthora explode in population. This is not slow decay. This is an anaerobic bacterial attack. These pathogens dissolve rhizome tissue from the inside. By the time you see yellow leaves on top, 60% of your rhizome is already gone underground. The standard potting mix was never engineered for this plant. So, what does engineered soil look like? It starts with biochar. Biochar is not fertilizer, it is not compost. It is a carbon sequestering powerhouse, a permanent carbon structure made by burning organic material at extreme heat with no oxygen. This process is called pyrolysis. Think of it as cooking organic waste until only pure carbon remains. 1 gram of quality biochar contains up to 300 square meters of internal surface area, larger than a tennis court, inside a single gram. Those microscopic chambers hold air and water simultaneously, eliminating the anaerobic death zone around your rhizome permanently. They also become a microbial hotel, a permanent living colony of beneficial bacteria and fungi that actively fight off pathogens before they ever reach your rhizome. And biochar's cation exchange capacity. Think of it as a magnet for nutrients, locks calcium, magnesium, and potassium in the soil instead of letting them wash out. By using this carbon sequestering powerhouse, you are not just saving your plant. You are locking carbon into the soil for decades. This is climate-positive gardening at an industrial level. Now let us build the fix. Most gardening videos tell you to use 10% biochar. Some say 20%. Both are wrong. The difference between 10, 15, and 20% is not small. It is the difference between a thriving rhizome and starting over in 60 days. Here is the 2026 perfect ratio. 50% Coco Coir, 35% Pumice, 15% crushed biochar. Coco Coir is your base layer, lightweight, pH neutral, holds moisture without compacting. Pumice is your drainage engine, a volcanic rock that never compacts and never breaks down. And crushed biochar is your soil intelligence layer. At 10% or below, CEC stays weak and your rhizome stays vulnerable. At 20% or above, soil pH pushes above 7.0 and nutrient availability collapses. At 15%, you hit the sweet spot. Porosity opens up. Microbial colonization reaches critical mass. CEC activates fully. And pH stays inside the 6.0 to 6.5 window where calla lilies perform at their peak. This is volumetric engineering, not guesswork. One critical step before you mix anything. Fresh biochar is completely sterile. It pulls nutrients out of your soil before giving anything back. This is called nutrient drawdown, and it will stump your plant in the first 30 days if you skip this step. The fix is simple. Soak your biochar in diluted liquid fertilizer or compost tea for 24 hours before mixing. This preloads every microscopic chamber with nutrients and turns your biochar from a nutrient thief into a nutrient bank. Now mix your ingredients, fill your pot, and run the 30-second drainage test. Pour 1 cup of water into the center of the pot and start a timer. Under 30 seconds, your mix is correctly engineered. Over 60 seconds, add more pumice. Under 10 seconds with no moisture retention, add more Coco Coir. Do not skip this test. You are measuring the hydraulic conductivity of your soil before your plant ever goes in. Your mix is built. Now keep it alive long term. Test soil pH every 8 weeks. If it climbs above 6.8, flush twice with distilled water to remove mineral salts. If it drops below 5.8, add a quarter teaspoon of agricultural lime per gallon of pot volume. For fertilizing, use half the recommended dose every 3 weeks during growing season and stop completely in winter. High CEC means nutrients stay longer, so full dose fertilizing causes nutrient lock. And unlike standard soil that breaks down in 12 to 18 months, this mix stays strong for 3 to 4 years because biochar never degrades and pumice never compresses. After 6 weeks, pull the plant out and look at the roots directly. You will see thick, fuzzy roots wrapping around those black biochar stones. That is the Microbial Hotel in action. That is engineering winning over luck. Next week, we take this exact industrial science and apply it to monsteras. Different plant, different ratio. Same zero failure engineering. Subscribe to stop guessing and start building. I will see you in the next deep dive.